So starting off, your tongue on the roof of the mouth, it stays there the whole time. Breathing out through your nose, letting your body relax downwards all the time, not getting tense like this. So aim to relax down all the time. Breathing into the belly, letting this part move too. We're just not drawing the breath up this way all the time. That'll make the neck constantly tight. So we're just putting weight into the right leg, and the left leg, we're just circling the ankle. You can think about making the knee make a circle, and the ankle be loose. Or if you can, you put your awareness actually in the ankle and make it circle. The other way. From the side, it looks like that. And just letting yourself become aware of your body as you do these things. Just coming right up on the toe, on the ball of the foot. So we need to get 90 degrees at least of a big toe flexion to be able to move properly. And then change side, circling. The other way. Still relaxing downwards. Lift up the foot, let the toe bend. Put a little bit of pressure through that big toe, just a little bit, not too much. If you put too much, I've found it can stir up the sheath around the tendon. It's not good. It'll take a while to get rid of. And from here, feet straight ahead. Open your big toe as if the big toe is doing this. Whether you need to pivot yourself or actually open the toe. Toes usually like to live like a bunion kind of thing. They usually live in underneath the other toes with the other toes. Want to splay it out. So I've got that splayed. And from here, keeping a little bit of pressure in the big toe the whole time. Coming up, just relaxing breath into the belly. 5 seconds up. Hold for 5. And 5 seconds down. Probably going a little bit too fast, but I'm aiming not to let the ankle do that. Often once I do that, it opens out and comes back in. I want it to go up and down like that, just straight up, straight down. 5 seconds up. I'm just relaxing through to the ball of my feet. Got some pressure in that big toe. 5 seconds down. This is also a good one to do in the shower. This one, if you do nothing that I'm showing here, but just this one every day, it'll improve your body all of your life. There's so much going on in this one exercise. Bring your feet together. Your knees on your hands on your knees. Let the knees slowly circle. Just small circles, keeping your feet flat on the floor. So not letting the feet come off like this. That's too big, it's too much shear force on the knee. The leg and the whole body has spiral-like functions. I don't see enough of this done to warm people's joints up. It's hugely useful. And the other way. Still just slow, feeling into the ground, aiming to feel both feet on the ground, especially getting awareness through that left heel, left foot. Then we're bending the knees back and forward. Keeping the weight in the heels, especially in the heels. So you take the pressure out of the front of the knee. About 10 circles, 10 knee bends is good for this. Aiming to feel into your feet, not getting the force stuck in your knees. As you get more flexible, you can go down lower, but the knees, the heels don't come up. Feet shoulder width, feet straight ahead, hands on the hips, let the hips circle. So just starting off small circles and gradually getting bigger as you're feeling out what your body's doing. So with all these joint rotations, you just start with small circles first, feel how the body's going, moving fairly slow as well to feel into the body. So we can stop if there's going to be any sharp pain produced. We're going to go past the point where you get injured. Flexibility changes day to day. Go the other way. So some days it'll feel tighter. It's just life. It's the way we breathe, different forms of stress, bad night's sleep, dehydrated, can all influence these things. So when I do this, my hips stay square to the front. I'm not turning at all. I'm just staying to the front. And imagine I'm inside a cylinder and I'm cleaning the inside of the cylinder with the hips. And the head stays in the center. It's just the hips that are moving. Just giving a lot of control of the pelvis, the ears of the pelvis over the femurs. So that's important to have. And from here, bend the knees, bend the hips. Like that. So we've got a crease here. I'm not just doing this, I'm still flat here. I need to sit in here. So I'm vertical with my spine. Weight in the whole foot, especially the heels. Then I imagine a square, like a square hula hoop around my hips. I go to one corner, other corner, back corner, back corner, front corner, front corner, back corner, back corner. Once you can identify those corners and you make it smooth, so it's circular. This is hugely important for the hips and the body for you to be able to do. A lot of people find this very difficult. And then usually people with hip or lower back issues, pelvic floor issues. So the whole body gets involved in this too, it's okay. And as your hips become more flexible and more softer, in Tai Chi we talk about the joints, the muscles becoming softer. It's just more fluid. Go the other way. So you can start off with the square first. So I'm putting my awareness into my pelvis and I'm aiming to soften as if it's like really tight in there. I'm getting it to ease off with less compression in there. And then I circle. So about 10 circles each way is good. You can do this up to 30 circles, 50 circles even. I've done this for 10 minutes each direction for quite a few months. To really open up my pelvis and got rid of hip problems that I had. This can make your body quite hot too in terms of warmth. Then from here, turn your feet in, just to what's comfortable. Should be no pressure on your knees with this. If there is, less turning. Same deal. So the weight's still in the heels, in the whole foot as well. And we're doing the circle with the thighs internally rotated. This is really important to do. And the other way. So this is getting more neuromuscular control over your body. Any part of your body you can't move properly, you can't feel into, generally causes a lot of tension in that area. Every part of the body is linked. It's all connected, it's all interlinked through many different systems. So if we get the pelvis moving, it actually helps us breathe better, takes the pressure out of the neck, takes pressure out of the knees, out of the feet. Last one for this series, keeping your knees bent still sitting in that hip. Feel your weight sink into the feet. Let it spring, so you're springing in the hips and the knees, not just stiff here and just the hips, just the knees. Springy, and we imagine axis through the body, like a balloon drawing up through the top of your head. So you are suspended from the top of your head. Everything hangs from there. We're letting the hips turn, waist turn. Your arms really limp, loose, as if your hands have a weight. Your arms are a rope. So the arms have no power of their own. They're just moving because of momentum. They're swinging because of the turn of your hips. So the focus is here, this region. Make that part drive the motion. And the more I turn my hips, as long as there's no compression in the knees, should be no pain in the knees at all. As long as the knees stay off the lock, we take a lot of shear force out of the knees. This will put rotation through the entire body, through the feet, ankles, knees, fibula, heads, both the hip joints, sacroiliac joint at the back, lower back, ribs, neck. So if I stop moving my hips, the arms will stop. I start moving my hips, the arms, we want that kind of relaxation. My legs are fried a little bit at the moment from the previous exercise. This is really good. I'm still feeling into the ground with both feet. Our body's neurologically wired to be right side dominant. So people often feel the right side of the body, the right foot, grounding through the area pretty well, but not much compared to the left, in the left. So I want to feel both legs, especially the heel of the left side.